this is going to be hilarious the way I say the following sentence. What's Hillary Clinton's husband's name? Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton? Yeah.
I love that for her. I love that I just said that, you know? That's a throwback to 2016 feminism.
Doctor, give it to us straight. There's only one cure. Phoebe.
And I'm Jock.
And welcome to Do You Ever Feel Like?
Where we ask the question that everyone's thinking and no one's answering.
Emergency. I sent you to the theaters last night and we have not spoken since. Listeners, I was going to say spoiler alerts, but how old is that book?
This is what I mean. Yeah.
How old is that book? We're going to be talking about Frankenstein, and we're probably going to be talking about Frankenstein. I'm going to try and not make it the entire episode. I easily could.
Easily.
But I said, Jacqueline, don't talk to me 1 second longer until I was planning on talking about it today anyway. And so when you said, should I go to the theater? I said, yes.
Yeah. This was brought on by that hilarious reel of Slay.
I need to have sex with Oscar Isaac. The end.
I mean,
that's
actually what this episode is about.
That's actually what this episode's about. I have felt this way about a few people in my life. Maybe just like a handful of times. And I get this, maybe because it's Scorpio season. And if you have kids in the car, jump ahead a minute. Horny feeling. Big horny feeling of sadness that I will never have sex with that man. And that bums me out.
I was like, he's so hot. I was not prepared. I was not
and he's
prepared.
just like dripping wet like half that film too. He either doesn't have clothing on, or when he does, he's soaking wet.
Yeah. Or like he's like half dressed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Oh my gosh. An absolutely stunning,
isn't that stunning
film?
I was like I think I drove home like jaw open, just like
transcendent, truly.
I have not seen a single person that said they didn't like that film.
I mean, yeah, what's there not to like?
What's not to like? I mean, I knew I was gonna love it because I love Guillermo del Toro. Like, I will follow that man anywhere. But like,
a genius.
It's so cute, obviously, because I'm me. You know, I have to go home and do all my research now. Now I'm a Frankenstein scholar. But he's wanted to make that film like his whole life. He was like, and there's a particular shot in it. I think it is the like creation scene where like the lab scenes where he's like, I had that storyboarded when I was 11.
Stop.
I know.
I'm truly obsessed with this man.
I know. He's a beautiful angel.
I'm sure we're going to get into... Let's just get it. We're just
talking about it.
Okay. He is a perfect example of someone who is like, no, we do not have to let this control the way we make art. We do not have to let this technology or AI or like whatever we're talking about. You have a choice, actually, and you can choose to do this how, like, the way you want to do it. He's a really good example of that. The fact that ship was built entirely.
I know.
And even built to move.
I know.
Like, that is...
I know.
Incredible.
The lab is insane. All of those
it was all on set, all sets, right?
I know.
Yeah.
That last scene, I wanted to tell you this. That last scene, I'll send you the clip. Is that last scene was on location. They're like up in the snow. I don't know exactly where. A lot, and then a lot of it was location. So they shot a lot in Scotland. And they shot like, amazing. But that last shot was there. Oh my God. There's like this great little, you know, I've watched every single like possible promo video, making of video that's available to me in the last week. But he talks about, they were like losing the light. And the camera operators are like, I'm getting nothing. on
know where you're
the
going.
exposure. That like literally the last shot. And he's like, I know you're shooting under duress. Crank up the exposure and put it down to like, I don't know, 16 frames, like something mega slow, right? And he's like, I understand it. Just start rolling right now. And you can see the camera moves and shakes a little bit because it's like getting into position as it's shooting. And that fade to black was the sun going behind the horizon. Yeah.
I'm obsessed. What?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So did you see, since now we're just talking about things about the movie. We're talking about interviews about the movie, not the movie, but whatever. Did you see that?
I've seen them all.
Yes. The one on CBS morning show, or some morning show.
Oh, I might not have anything that's like only what's available to me on YouTube.
Yeah. Phoebe, when I'm with you later, like next month, we'll have to go through this because there was an incredible interview and he's talking about like how he believes that there's no such thing as an artist as like messing up or stopping or like he's like everything that goes wrong is the way it's supposed to be. Wow. And I go with what goes wrong. Because the interviewer was like, you couldn't get Andrew Garfield originally?
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was supposed to. It was because of all the writer strike stuff. His scheduling got mucked up.
Yeah. And he was trying to kind of bait him. And Guillermo was like, oh, no. It was supposed to be this way. He's like, if the sun is setting, if the actor's not available, if the blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. This is supposed to be this way.
And Jacob, like, oh lordy, are you kidding me? I couldn't believe that was him under there.
Incredible.
He had something like 4 weeks to prep for that.
Yeah.
I I kind of thought, whatever, to this beautiful, handsome man. Sure. I like a little.
I mean, yeah, I'm like tall
snack. Great. I'll have a bite. I'll have a climb. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But oh my God, like secret hidden talent in there. I mean, although I'm saying secret hidden talent, was he Elvis?
No, that was no.
No, I think he was also Elvis.
Oh.
Or something.
Okay.
Like that. I don't know. What am I saying? I have no idea.
He's quite talented. I mean, I think
he's so talented.
That is
I couldn't believe
huge
it.
challenge as an actor. What he did.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
I think I have not seen any of this, but I have to assume that he was coached by, is it Doug Jones who does all of the puppet? Yeah. Like someone was like, oh, he's got the Doug Jones hand, like the
all his physical stuff was incredible.
Incredible.
And then and Guillermo was talking about the eyes, how he casts with the eyes. That's how he casts people. I got to show you this interview.
Beautiful. It's
literally
beautiful.
like
I just
every
love
artist
him.
needs to watch it and like just watch him talk about his work and his process because it'll just remind you what matters, like
I feel so lucky. He loves Hamilton. He loves Toronto. He's always here. And you know what I really love about him too, because I think the only thing I've never seen of Guillermo's was a movie that didn't even existed. It was like something in the 90s. It's like an alien one from the 90s. I've seen everything that he's done. I'm like such a big, massive super fan. Whatever. I'm like getting lost in my own thoughts. Anyway, he reuses shots quite a bit because he likes them. And I think that is so like
it's Guillermo's world.
Yeah, you have to really respect your own self. And he's just such a movie nerd to be like, no, that's the way you shoot that. Like he shoots funeral scenes the same. Like he reused that shot in Crimson Peaks where they're like carrying the coffin to, it's like a burial scene.
Oh, wow.
We've actually hiked in the location that burial scene happens in, but I was prepared to like see the same lookout in, I think it's like when his mom's funeral in Frankenstein. Yeah, I just, but I was gonna say he loves Hamilton, he loves Toronto so much. A couple years ago, and by a couple I probably mean like 10, he did, I know, time, he did a, what is the word? What do you call it? An exhibit of his own work with the AGO.
Like a retrospective?
But went into the AGO archives and like curated it with his own shit in mind. So he like, they had like costumes, they had like a lot of the Crimson Peak costumes, but then they had like his notebooks, they had his storyboards, they had, so he's got, I think it's called Bleak House is his like collection or whatever. So they had things like from his own collection, like horror props or whatever. But then they had like art pulled from the AGO archives, like gothic art. So it was like this whole little world that he had created. It was incredible. And it like didn't tour at all. It was like so much work. It was there for like 6 weeks and then it was gone.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. Amazing. He's just such a great guy.
The colors of this film, like,
that is literally the next note that I have. The use of color in that film too, right?
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Red.
The red. I thought that was so smart. This was the thing I wanted to like, this like made me want to write an essay about it. But my thinking is that red is where Victor's like passion is at the time. So it's like and it's kind of like this like transfer of ideas. So like, you know, like his mother's wearing the red and then his mother like bleeds on him. Right.
Yeah.
And so like, then he gets his like red little scarf and then he has his red little gloves, but then sometimes his red gloves are off when he's like being infatuated with Mia Goth and like she's wearing red or whatever. Like I just thought the visual references like that kind of like passed off. And then same thing with like the creature, like the creature gets more color. The creature starts off, you know, really cold, like and cool looking, like blue, and then like gets more like pinky human by the end of it, even though he's like shrouded in darkness.
Yeah. Ugh, totally.
And then like also the wedding dress that Mia Goth wears is fully, it has to be like a Bride of Frankenstein reference.
Oh, 1,000%.
With the like bandages and stuff.
Yeah.
I just was just like, hello. Like everything is it's so considered.
Mia wears her or Mia's character Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
wears the red like rosary necklace in a couple, like pretty much all of her scenes, which I think is really interesting. And then in the beginning, and then it's gone when she like betrays his, what's his name?
Brother?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't actually
that
know
little
who
man.
that is. Yeah. The blonde twink.
Exactly. William or whatever. Really fast. Yeah. And just like, I mean, obviously this is just what Guillermo is like, but it just feels, it's like, it's so saturated, all the colors, and they're so like beautiful, like,
oh my
you know,
God.
and it's just
and
like
the patterns on her
luxurious
dresses.
Oh my gosh. Yes. The costume design is out of this world.
Oh, it's insane. I know that a friend of mine, her sister, like a Canadian costume house, worked on it. I didn't finish that. So a friend of mine, her sister, worked as the costumer. And you know what I love to hear too? He's Guillermo del Toro and crew, incredibly nice people to work with.
Love to see
Don't you love hearing that?
Yeah.
Don't you love hearing that? Yeah. This guy who played William, Felix Kramer, never like, that name sounds so familiar, but I've never seen anything that he's been in.
I say IMDb? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like in a ton of stuff. Well, actually, now that I'm saying that, in a ton of stuff, no, he's got 5 IMDb credits. But he's, you know, I don't know what's going on there. And I feel like I accidentally conjured Christoph Waltz because I was literally thinking about him the other day, folding my laundry, and I was like, what's he up to? I haven't seen him in a minute. Yeah. Yeah. What's with that?
Oscar's hat. The hat.
Oh, I need a pinstripe suit.
Oh, yeah. Over when I was just traveling over Halloween, the gals and I, we watched the original Dracula. Wasn't the original.
Which one? You mean the Gary Oldman one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I love that movie. I love that movie.
That movie is a like hoot and a half.
That scene where she crawls out of the thing is like really incredibly shot. Like they like puppeteered her dress.
Yeah.
Right,
So
because she
good.
climbs, and then I think they shot it in reverse or something like that. Like they did some like mad shit.
Yeah, that's why
I just love that like old Hollywood camera trickery. Like
yeah.
we're not gonna just computer it. Well, you know, if they couldn't back then, but like I don't know, there's just something like extra, like an extra layer of like spooky about it in a certain way. You know?
Yeah. That's there were, I feel like, a couple of different references to that film in Frankenstein, or maybe I just felt that way because I just watched it and because it was at the time, it was supposed to be campy, it was supposed to be funny, it was supposed to be, you know, all these things, but it was supposed to be like, it was at the time like, oh my God, whoa, like he's doing a lot of cool things here. What's his face?
Yeah.
Oh my God, words today.
Gary Oldman or the director? I think that's Scorsese, isn't it?
No, I think it's, hold on.
Is it not Scorsese?
Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's Francis Ford Coppola. That's why it was such a big deal.
Coppola. Yeah.
And so, and I feel like
the other one that isn't Scorsese.
the other one that is the other guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just like, there were a lot of things that I like kind of drew together about like what Guillermo's talking about when he says like these old Hollywood ways of making films and how like you can actually reject, as you say, modernity and like
Reject modernity,
and like do what you want to do, and everyone can still get paid.
Well, and actually more people can get paid too, right? I think like to let artists like do their thing, so fun.
Yeah, like how many scenic painters were on the set, like were hired for that film. Do you know anything about the Netflix of it all? Sorry to interrupt you.
What do you mean?
Like why?
I think he's just got, I think his production company just has a deal with Netflix because Pinocchio was Netflix as well.
Netflix, yeah.
And he did, I highly recommend watching it. I know it's on Netflix, but he did like a horror series. I think it was called like Cabinet of Curiosities or something like that. And I really like, there's an episode with Rupert Grint that is like one of my, actually shot in Hamilton. A lot of it shot in Hamilton. It was shot in my mom's old office building. It's just so fun. I feel like, I know I'm probably said this. Actually, I know I said this on the pod a couple of weeks ago, but it's just so funny like living here. It's like you live at a movie set living here.
Yeah, totally.
No, I just loved it so much. And it was so beautiful. It made me want to read the book. I've never read it.
Yeah. I was in the play.
You were in the play? What did you play?
I played Frau. I played the mom.
Oh, I didn't know that the mom, because I know like the mom is like different in the movie, right?
Oh yeah. In the play, Frankenstein, the creature, kills the mom.
In the play. Yeah, I don't think that's like in the anyway. You mean like girlfriend or mom or no, because
Victor's
he's got like
mom.
Oh, Victor. I thought he wasn't there because I thought it started with his like wife or something like that because he's got like a wife and kids.
No. Well, he has a wife and kids in the play, yeah, but he lives with his mom. And then Frankenstein kills his mom. So I had to do
so funny.
a heart attack on stage. Like I'm stunned to death by the creature.
How old were you?
18.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
I know. And everyone called me, my character's literal name was Frau. Frau Frankenstein. So it was Frau.
Frau Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Amazing. Yeah, I loved it. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It was just so good. I want to watch it again.
Great.
They're playing it at the Playhouse on like 35 millimeter.
Yeah, go to
the movies. Yeah, I think it technically is on Netflix now, but and we saw it on Halloween at a like almost empty movie theater. It was beautiful.
What a way!
The way films are meant to be enjoyed.
Yes, what a way to spend Halloween. Great.
It was great. I thought it was going to be busy, but because the Blue Jays were in the World Series, they had a game that night, so everyone was at the bars.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, any other bits about Frankenstein?
No.
Well, today we're talking about cults. That's my transition. So today
Yeah,
we're
makes a lot of sense.
serving cult. We're serving cult. Here's why I was thinking about it. I was like, are cults kind of cunty?
Yeah.
Discuss. Yeah. Do you ever feel like cults?
No.
No, you never do. You never feel like cults.
I never feel like cults. I don't even really understand the like fascination with cults and cult culture. Like I just never been that person, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's because I grew up
You grew up in a cult.
deep inside.
Yeah. And by that, do you mean the Catholic Church?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Because you want to talk about, you know,
Cult.
and being slay, the Catholic
And
Church.
being slave. Yeah, they have all of the, so part of this I kind of like, I was like, that's, because there's like there's no like distinction between like cult versus religion. And there's like kind of warning signs of like, do you think you're in a cult? But I thought maybe we should come up with like our own cult criteria. And I do really feel that the theatrics of it, I think to be honest, I feel like cults could be learning from religion.
Yeah. More so
Because-
than they do. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think of
yeah.
the great cults of our time. By the way, this episode's going to be offensive. I just feel like they could have been doing more.
Yes.
I said what I said.
I mean, it's like
Don't you
RuPaul's
think?
Drag Race, right? Like the cults
Yeah.
all come out on the stage.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no. Yeah.
Like, and I do really like Catholicism's really got it on lock. Judaism does a good job too. Who else? What are other religions?
You're talking about like the pomp and the circumstance and the performance
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
the drag and the costume and the, like all of that.
Yeah, because when I think of some cults, like that's the fashion is not what I think of. You know, I think of their societal impact and violence that they
Right.
have spread. You know, and then, I mean, maybe this is a marker hot take, but like the really nasty, horrible, truly horrible religions that are like fucking up people's lives in big systemic ways, their fashion's horrible. Like, have you seen the new Mormon underwear? I really came at you with 110% energy today.
No, I haven't seen the Mormon underwear.
Okay.
No,
hold
I
for Mormon
haven't seen
underwear.
The Mormon underwear. Oh, you're saying that there's a correlation between the level of violence and the less, like...
I just feel like, you know, the people that are doing some like deep, dark shit in America right now, i.e., you know, the evangelical, but I just feel like they're not very cunty slay.
Yes. Okay.
And are just pure evil. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Whatever. The Mormons have new underwear. I can't believe you haven't seen this, but they're like lining up
No.
because they got new underwear.
I haven't seen this. But I see what you're saying. Like, we're really boring,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah. And we could be less boring if...
3-hour wait time at their Latter-day Saints underwear shop because their leader announced new. Yeah, Desert Brook.
Like, material design? Like
new design dropped.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have.
Okay. Wow. Great. Yeah. Here's what I will say. It was the most enjoyable part of being in an organized religion was the outfits.
The fashion? And
right?
I have to say, you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My communion dress was my, North Star. It was my, we got it made specifically.
What did you get? I didn't really mean for this to talk about religion, but here we are.
I mean,
what did you get? So you did a communion. What's that?
Communion is where you, for the first time as a child, eat the body of Christ.
How old
and drink his blood. Communion is second grade, third grade. Mm-hmm. How old is a second grader?
And then when do you marry God?
Wait. Oh my God, I think you're right.
Same thing. Because there's like communion and then there's confirmation. Is that what that? Yeah. And that confirmation second?
Yes, it's when you're in high school. Yeah.
And confirmation's when you marry God?
Confirmation is, it's when you say, I am of like adult mind, even though you're not, and I choose to be a part of the Catholic Church, even though that's not what it is at all, right? Yeah. So my communion dress had a veil and beading, and I think even a little of a corset moment. And I was like a kid, and we had it specially made, and I even helped design it.
Yeah. Wow. So fun. So insane.
The equivalent of like, or you have a confirmation dress. It's like the same thing. It's like the equivalent of like a cotillion or something. You know what I mean? It's like around all of the stuff and the fashion of it all. I mean,
My next question for you was, have you ever joined a cult? But I kind of forgot.
I mean, to be honest, sometimes I think being an artist is like being.
It is kind of culty,
Yeah.
I think it's funny that like, so I was gonna say like people's like what's the word, fascination with cults or whatever, I think kind of comes from the same thing of like the true crime, like I'm being prepared or whatever. Yeah. Like the warning signs. But I think that is bullshit crap. And same. I think that either weirdly warms you up in a weird way to be like indoctrinated. Is that so mean? I'll also say this too, as somebody who like I've listened to, like I was a big true crime person. I used to love Last Podcast on the Left, and sometimes I'll still dip my toes back in, but I just feel like I like an old woman now. Like I find it all too upsetting. Yeah. To listen to or watch. Yeah. And so much of it is like bad production. Like any like, I don't feel like Netflix should be allowed to use the word documentary. No. Or docu-series. That word I want stricken from the record. Like that is not
what's happening there.
Anything.
Oh, with like this serial killer of the week crap that they're constantly putting
I find it like just really upsetting. And like, typically like a victim's family will be like, hi, we weren't asked. And like you're using photos of her like dead daughter on Netflix. Yeah. Or they'll like see it.
That's tragic.
It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. So I kind of feel like it's like the cults can kind of get wrapped up in that. Like,
that's like, I think that consumption of like the content of cults, that can be kind of, I mean, I have a theory. And my theory is that you need a little spice in your life. If that's where you're getting your like thrills, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, it's the same thing. It's like, you have a nice life.
It feels like the equivalent of like the like erotic novels. My grandmother, the pastor, reads, in her living room. Right? Yeah. It feels like that. Like one after another, this woman mainlines these fucking books.
Insane. Well, now you know where you get your Quinn app obsession from.
And then like would go and like preach on, or like, get in front of the congregation. I don't want to call it preach, but
proselytize.
Stand up in front of her congregation on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like,
I'm not going to say any of the rude things that just came into my head. I'm not going to say any of the rude things that just came into my head.
It's okay. I could take it. It's nothing I probably haven't heard of.
No, it's not about you, and that's why I'm not going to say them. Yeah, it's about Rose.
But like, it's that kind of thing of like, that's what I'm like, whenever I hear anybody like being like, okay, next episode or like next thing or whatever, I'm like, guys, what are we doing here? Like, can you add some spice into something else in your life? Can you leave your house? Can you do something? It's a little scary, I think.
Yeah. And I think it's funny too, because like, I think it's funny what we kind of call like modern cults now too, right? Like when people say all the time, like CrossFit is a cult, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Or like, I mean, as you know, I've started spin class, and I see, if I wanted to indoctrinate people, I would do it via athletics, because I think it's really, or like same thing, like, you know, yoga, wellness stuff, like all that stuff, because you're taking people to a place of like nirvana or whatever, or like I was in a ground pass mood when I went into spin yesterday, and I left and I wasn't, you know,
right?
You're all happy. You're all happy after. So if I were a cult leader, I would start there. And so I think it kind of makes sense, but and also like, I think the community aspect of these things is so nice. And like, I think for so many people, like either you're going to work and then, I mean, this is not our lives at all, 'cause
I'm like, we're like, what do people do?
Yeah, what do people do all the time? But for so many people, they're like going to work, and then they finish work, and then they go and work out, and then like they go back home and like make dinner and whatever and do it all over again. So I think like you go and work out, and then you have like, there's your community, right? Of people.
Totally.
Or like there's like, you know, if you're like at the mom and baby class or whatever, like there's your people that are, oh, bye Sasquatch. Why does he think that? What's this doing? Do you see that chin tuck?
You want to talk about Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein? I was like,
yeah, you have the creature
through the theater.
in your
I was like, this is you.
Hey, you leave that autistic man alone.
We left and I was explaining to him why I was doing that, and he was like,
That's funny. Well, you know, one of us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like, also, who wouldn't love to just kind of like sprint through the woods? Alone? This? Yeah. Okay. No doing impressions of Jack and I. No more doing impressions.
I got up and I was like, wait, this is Phoebe. This is wrong. I should stop.
When you're on the roof, it's me. When you're lumbering through the wilderness, it's Jack. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if...
Anyways, sorry for that interlude. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about theater too.
Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, and it's fun. Yeah. You know? Like sometimes you need a little cult in your life. Okay, shoot me. You know?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you need a little church. Sometimes you need a little spin class.
You need a little church.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. And there, yeah.
Sometimes you need a little matching uniform and like let a girl live.
Yeah.
You dip a toe in the cult.
We can get real, you know, with this. We can keep going and be like, is mental health a cult?
Yes, and I've had enough. I don't care about you going to therapy. Grow up.
You know what I mean? And like, are all these things a cult? And I think like, you said you want us to decide what the rules of a cult are?
Well, I don't know. It was just an idea. Who knows? But yeah.
I think that's kind of where we're going.
The rules of cult for Do You Ever
are that you have to fashion
and dip a toe in a cult. Join. As someone who's so not a joiner.
No, you're a hater. Yeah.
I'm a hater. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, are you a joiner? And I was like, absolutely not. And they were flabbergasted.
Well,
by
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're receiving my extroversion as positivity. And I just want to let you know it's really not.
Yeah, no. I think that's
nothing
like
about this is positive.
Fundamental part of understanding you is that.
Anyway, fashion. What is this? Dip a toe.
Experiment. fashion, experimentation.
I'm writing a manifesto, and this is what is going to be. This notepad is going to get held up in court at some point.
Okay, I know I was going to say this episode and the court and the notepad. We're going to end up somewhere at some place somehow.
Yeah.
I think it's also like kind of what we're saying is like fully commit, right? Like don't do
Yes
this.
and.
Yeah, yes and like don't do this like passive consumption of the thing. Like really like, fully commit.
Yeah, I like it. What would, did I already ask you this? What would it take for you to join a cult? Like, what is compelling to you? What would make you go like, oh.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac.
Oh, hot leader.
Oh, an
hot
integral part of a cult. Yeah.
Hot leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oscar Isaac.
I mean, he was just on the mind.
Of course.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, a hot person. I was also going to say Hannah Waddingham. Don't.
Yeah, we can't talk about that right now.
I know. They're just certain people, that have that thing.
We can't talk about that right now.
Okay. Sorry.
I gotta stay focused.
I know.
Yeah, hot people is so important. And then, charisma.
Exactly. Charisma.
People talk about that with, oh my God, this is going to be hilarious the way I say the following sentence. What's Hillary Clinton's husband's name? Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton? Yeah.
I love that for her. I love that I just said that, That's a throwback to 2016 feminism.
Yeah, that's also how we all should be referring to each other.
Yeah.
To the men.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, like, people would say all the time that he was so charismatic because he would, like, use your first name over and over and over again in conversation.
That is a tactic.
I always find there's somebody that I met recently who calls me by my name all the time, and I don't like it.
Like your full name?
They just say my name a lot.
Oh.
And I think it always just feels like when people are doing that, like it's being intentionally manipulative. Like it feels like they're consciously saying your name. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, because
I know it's like a weird thing to think, but that's how I
think
feel.
that's what we're saying right now. Yeah. I think it is kind of a tactic, or maybe they're unaware of it, but it could be a tactic. Yeah, totally.
Any other rules?
Facilitation.
Yeah, facilitation. What is that? Like gathering?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of similar to, what's the word? What did you just say? Oh my God. Where's my brain?
Ceremony?
No, you just said charisma.
Charisma.
Right?
You said charisma, but okay.
Oh my God. Okay. But yeah, charisma and like facilitation skills, like gathering of the people, I think intention. I was telling you this the other day, there's this place in Toronto called Othership, and I think they have, maybe it's just a couple locations in Toronto, but it's like a meditation place and it's got a cold plunge and a sauna. And everyone's always saying it like gives like cult vibes. And I'm like, yeah, let it.
Yeah.
Like what else do you want from your meditation and sauna place but to dip a toe into a cult?
I think you're saying that they serve a place in the spectrum
I'm
of
actually
society.
saying cults, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
We need cults for a functioning society.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
I don't want everyone to be drinking Kool-Aid, and it wasn't actually Kool-Aid, it was something else. Another aid.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes like gathering with a bunch of people under like an ideology is like kind of nice.
I also think there was at some point, and like I'm putting on my fake historian hat right now, but I have to assume that what kind of used to be that over time cults have developed in order to kind of protect things that are considered taboo, or like to put taboo things behind a curtain. Whereas there are places in our history where we just said, we're humans, we're gross, nasty people. Like, this is where this thing belongs. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think about like nudist colonies, or I think about like seriously, I think about places where people were like, fine, I'm going to be a whatever of society, and I'm going to go do this thing. And then I think like, and maybe we would have called it a cult then, but it was more of like it was more of an actualized decision for your life, and not like you've been manipulated, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I mean, it makes me think of like the Puritans.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, like, you guys are being fucking weird. Get out of here. I think that's an old Robin Williams joke, actually. It's like, if you're being too weird for the British, you know something's wrong. If you're being too prudish for the British, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. Things like that. I mean, it's also kind of interesting to think about that idea of like, what's the word? Like niching down into things. Like, I do think that's like also part of the problem of like why we're in this mess to begin with, right? And also it's just nice to gather in a room. Like, I took Simon to spin class yesterday, and he was like, I get it. Also, you know who was amazing at spin? Simon. Pissed me off.
Of course. Absolutely. Duh.
Mr. Rhythm.
Yeah. But like, or like these places that people, you know, whatever it is, like the church or the oh my God, I'm trying to think of, I guess it would be called like the circle for the Quakers. What's a gathering?
Oh, yeah. I actually don't know what those are called.
I don't know.
They're just called meetings.
Like, like the space of Quaker meetings sort of.
I have always wanted to go. Listener, write in. Are you a Quaker? Well, can I come with you?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to a Quaker meeting.
Yeah, and what level of cult would you give it? You know? Quaker?
Yeah.
I don't think really. I would say low, personally.
Really low.
Yeah, really low.
I went to a Unitarian church one time, and I was like, fun.
Yeah.
They had like silky scarves like hung from the ceiling. But do you know that Unitarian is just like a type of Christian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like 200.
I thought it was everyone.
No.
That's what I thought Unitarian
Unite. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I love that. That's beautiful. That's kind of antithetical too. Anyways,
like these literal physical places where people could get the things they needed, whether that was medical care or food or community or like whatever. So like, I get this whole thing of like, now you join a cult and you literally like get resources that you need, whether that's like money because you're in a weird MLM thing.
I mean, I was going to say, all those like the leggings things,
that whole thing, or like, you know, whatever. This is like a spectrum is what I'm saying. Or like you are part of a community that does things and you get something out of it. Like, I also think there's that too. Like there's this sense of, I don't know, like, again, I keep coming back to nudist colonies, but like, there people are like, oh, I want to be naked and free. And they're like, okay, cool. Here's our little community. And we give you food and water and a place to live and like no shame and no, like, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I just kind of think like, if the systems that we lived in were more like our everyday systems actually took care of people, I wonder if we would have cults.
Ugh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they would even, because I think that's where a lot of people are looking for. They're looking for identity and community and literal resources. Yeah.
I love that. I think we should leave that there because I think that's beautiful. Anyway, where's my brain? Moral of the story. That's what I'm trying to say. Cults are slay, and maybe everyone vote a lot better, and then we won't have cults.
Yeah, or like, yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like it's like what I was saying the other week about art, right? It's like if you don't want these things, if you don't want cults, if you don't want nepo babies, if you don't want, I don't know, what else are people angry at right now?
Yeah.
Like then you need to be voting for people who and advocating and campaigning, and like, you know, you can only vote however many like years, but you can write to your MP slash senator slash what's another American thing that you could write to?
Congressperson.
Every day. You could write to your congressperson every day.
City comp. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, speaking of, I haven't pissed off my MP this week, so I should probably go and do that after this. I like to write him an email like once a week.
And even what you're saying lately too about like paying attention, like okay, if you're an artist and you want other people to support your art, are you supporting other people's art, right? So it's like paying attention to what's around, what's in your community, what could be happening. Is the church next door up to par, doing everything okay? Like seriously, like is this something that's I think a part of taking care of each other is not turning a blind eye to that, right? Yeah.
Ugh, beautiful. Anyway, well, that's it for us and cults. Do you have anything you want to share with the people?
No.
Oh, you know what? We just recorded a stunning not green room up. We just recorded a stunning artist study with, for Lily Allen. It was amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, a girl who probably likes a cult.
Honestly, a girl who probably likes a cult. If Lily Allen started a cult, I'd join. I feel like I probably already have.
Yeah, and I think she might have.
I think she started a cult, and I think I joined it. I can't remember.
That she did do that.
But we're meeting tomorrow at noon with our butt plugs in. Anyway.
Great.
Yeah, we've recorded that artist study. Jacqueline, I really struggled putting that behind a paywall. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good.
It's real great.
They're so good. So it currently is behind a paywall. Okay, what if you send this episode or a episode to 5 friends and you take a screenshot and you DM it to us, I will comp you a Green Room subscription for a year, because that is how much I love that Lily Allen app. And that's also how much I join our cult.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
This is a cult.
Yeah.
This is a cult. Yeah. I'm not even going to deny it.
Yeah.
It is a cult. And our linen is coming in shortly.
Okay. We have to have a discussion about linen.
I don't know if I want it to be linen. I love the way it looks, but I hate the way it travels.
Yeah, we can't. No.
Can we go velvet?
We'll discuss more.
Okay, we'll discuss later.
Great.
And I don't know, hang out, like, share, subscribe. You probably already did that. Leave a review.
Yeah.
Leave a review.
Please.
And the only way that you stop this turning into a cult is actually if you leave a review. Because if you don't leave a review, I'm gonna
Yeah. You need to please leave reviews and share with your friends.
Beautiful. And when they ask, is this a cult? Say yes.
Okay.
Okay, bye.